right, guys. So we've got the 82 set, and my staff put them upside down. So I just want to show you every card. Some of them are amazing, like this Gary Carter. This is the very first Diamond King set. 1982 Donruss was the first Diamond King set ever. Started with Pete Rose. You saw the Gary Carter in the Expos jersey. I really liked 82. I collected this set as a kid. So I don't know. That's really all I've got to say about it, other than the fact that the Nolan Ryan with the Nolan Ryan sticker on there. George Brett, Tom Seaver. Diamond Kings was really popular throughout the 80s. It really helped Donruss quite a bit. Dick Perez is the artist. There is a Dick Perez autograph in this set. It's the Diamond King checklist. You'll see it at the end. There's also a Bud Selig checklist autograph. And then there's a Mark Eichhorn autograph. Good old Earl Weaver. Almost just did this whole video in reverse. Dennis Eckersley, which Dave Winfield. Would have been easier for me, but that's okay. George Brett. Steve Rogers, the Expos. The Expos jerseys are awesome. They're awesome. I guess just move the whole thing over, right? Yeah. George Hendricks. Steve Carlton. There is another letter of authenticity from JSA, but it's for the set as a whole. So I don't know what good it would. Jack Clark, I don't know what good it would do you individually. Somebody asked me for a copy of it, and so I'll put that in when I get the chance. The 81 and the 82. I have one more set. George Bell rookie. I have the 81 Donruss is my last set. Last set like this. I have another set, but it's 99 Fleer greats of the game. Rusty Staub. My mom's favorite player, Rusty Staub. Claudell Washington. See, it would be so much easier if I could just go top, 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 but I can't because they put them upside down, and it's very annoying. So, short of showing you all the cards in reverse order, we have to go like this. Nobody's actually going to watch this video. I know that. Dave Righetti, it's perfectly fine. Carl Yastrzemski, just talked to myself for an hour. No big deal. Alan Trammell. Paul Molitor. Dennis Martinez. Lansford. At least Steve Garvey. At least this way, you can jump around the video until you find your card if you wanted to see it. What year is it? Andre Dawson. So there's a double right there. It's not very many doubles, only a few. Ozzie Smith. As far as missing cards, there's some missing cards that he just couldn't get an autograph of. And what does that say? Is it the Mad Hungarian? I forget what they I think that does say the Mad Hungarian. That's awesome. That's awesome. But he got, he got most of them for sure. There were other sets that were available, 83, 84, I think all the way up to 86, if I remember correctly. Jack Morris, but Blowout didn't win those. They only won these three. Tommy Lasorda, so Bert Blyleven, Ricky Henderson, another Gary Carter. What was the? I guess the other one was the Diamond King, right? I love the Gary Carters. The Kid, Lamar Hoyt, Cesar Cedeno. We've got food coming. I wanted to order from Panda Express, but the kids wanted not Chick-fil-A. Sorry, it's Sunday. KFC. So we've got KFC coming. We got the 12-piece bucket, legs and thighs only, original recipe. Lou Piniella, Pedro Guerrero, Tim Wallach. Some of the manager cards are awesome, like the Yogi Berra. I think that's a big plus for this set is the manager cards. Tom Seaver, Chuck Tanner, so I have one more of these to do. I've got the 81 Donruss. So there's 2 Jeremy Remy's. Like I said, there's only a couple cards that doubled up. Joe Niekro, Pete Rose. It's funny, the auction house considered that to be one of the big signatures, but they didn't consider like Gary Carter, Yogi Berra, Frank Robinson. You know what I mean? Like they weren't people that they, Pete Rose. And like you can get Pete Rose to sign anything. There's probably more Pete Rose autographs than any other player. But yeah, that was like a big one for them. Like that was like Dave Kingman, Steve Anderson, and they did not highlight the Frank Robinson or the Gary Carters or you know what I mean? I'm like, man, I wonder if this would have gone for more if they had done a better job. Like the ones that were highlighted were the ones in the grading sleeves. The rest of these were all loose. Junior Kennedy ×2. They were all loose. Sparky Lyle. Whitey Herzog. I like the Earl Weaver's like a cooler card, I mean, Bill Spaceman Lee. Not that Don Zimmer, rest in peace. Some of these guys are so much better than the Pete Rose. Like in 82, the Pete Rose was like the big guard, Jim Rice. But now it's not, Like the Diamond King's really cool though. I guess I gotta admit the Diamond King's freaking awesome. But other than that, all the Diamond King cards are cool. Bucky Dent. Ron Say. You know, like highlight, I don't know, Mike Marshall, Steve Sachs. You know what I mean? Like the rookies. Don't, Pete Rose. Rock Reigns, you know, the Expos uniform, stuff like that. Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Jim Catt, also Hall of Famer. Right? Wasn't he just inducted, right? I think so. Juan Bonilla. Vida Blue, you know. Rick Camp. I think there's 2 Rick Camps. Yeah, 2 Rick Camps. Those are incredibly different autographs. Look at the 2 Rick Camps. Now, I know people changed their signatures, and these could have been a decade apart. You know what I mean? But that's crazy. Jody Davis, like that's his rookie, right? Jody Davis, yeah, Jody Davis rookie. Jim Palmer. That's not possible. That's my food. I'll be right back. I stand corrected. That was my food. Okay. I'm like, what the heck? All right, let's see. Where are we? I don't remember what I was talking about. Just me, right? It's talking to me. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Von Hayes. Let's see, where are we? Right here, right? Jose Cruz. Yogi Berra's son. Lee Smith. Isn't that his rookie? I think it is. I think that, like, that would be one to put in. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Cecil Cooper. John Tudor. We on card 268. George Foster. Brett Butler rookie. Keith Hernandez. It's awesome. Doug DeSenses. Charlie Moore. Ralph Hook. Goose Gossage. Michael Jack Schmidt. It's pretty awesome. How many home runs did he have at this point? 314 home runs. 46, 48, 31. That's awesome. Not a card they highlighted. but awesome, you know? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Dale Murphy. Didn't he win MVP this year? 82 and 83? I think he did. Sorry, I forget. I got to go backwards. John Mayberry. Joe Morgan. Bob Clark. Tony La Russa. White Sox Tony. Rudy May. Davey Lopes. Greg Nettles. Almost did it again. Dusty Baker. I keep looking up for people chatting. I'm recording this. I'm not live. That's funny. The set I wanted was 83 and 84. Those were the sets I wanted, but they didn't win those, unfortunately. I mean, I'm all about 82 also, don't get me wrong. I just also wanted 83 and 84. Specifically 84. That was like peak me collecting as a kid, like 84. This was a 81 rookie, Joe Charbonneau. I want to say he was Rookie of the Year. Ken Brett. I think so. Fred Lynn, speaking of Rookie of the Year. Bruce Sutter. Ray Knight. World Series MVP. Tim Foley. It's Tim and Tom, right? Those are the brothers, Tim Foley and Tom Foley. I think so. Jeff Burrows. I want to say he's from here, isn't he? Tampa, Long Beach, California. Guess not. I guess not. There it is. Like that is a card that you would highlight for this auction, but they did not. I mean, that's amazing. Yogi Berra in a Yankees uniform. What is he? Bench coach? First base coach? I don't even know. It's awesome, though. That's all I know. insane labor of love for this. Put this set together. Johnny Bench. Steve Bedrosian. Bill Buckner. There it is. Look at that. Now that one's definitely worth. That one's definitely worth highlighting. Don't get me wrong. Just some of their choices. Kirk Gibson. Some of their choices seemed odd for me. Tony Perez. Tommy John. Dave Stewart. I just saw Dave Stewart on Twitter about the Negro League Hall of Fame. Mike Witt. Nolan Ryan. Does this one have his sticker? No, this one doesn't have his sticker. One of the few. Tug McGraw with a little smiley face. Dave Concepcion. There you go. Look at that. Frank Robinson. New York Giants. No, sorry. San Francisco Giants. You know what I mean. Just messing with you. It's not that old. It's only 82. Not 52. What year did they go over there? It was in the 50s, right? Wasn't it in the 50s? Like late 50s? It was before my time. Just a little bit. Mike Tyson. Glenn Hubbard. Doesn't Glenn Hubbard have a card where he's holding a snake? And everybody always asks him about the snake, and he was like, Gary Matthews. He was like, I was on the field and somebody brought a snake. Don Sutton. I picked up the snake. Somebody took my picture. Next thing I know, it's my baseball card. Poor guy. Known as the snake card, right? That's him, right? Glenn Hubbard. That's who that is. Maybe it's not him. But anyway, it's was it 83 Fleer? I think it was 83 Fleer. He's holding a giant snake, like a anaconda. Don't want none unless you got lines on. It's such good commentary you guys are missing. Lou Whitaker. Nobody's going to hear me say that. Nobody's watching this video. I mean, I don't even need to do the video. I could just, Pete Yukovic, I could just send these out. You know what I mean? It's fine. But I'm doing the video for me, you know, like Willie Randolph. Anyway, great commentary everybody's missing. It's all right. Fernando Valenzuela. Beautiful card. Beautiful. Larry Parrish. Expos uniform. When did they go? Bob Boone. When did they go? Was it 94? The Expos? Phil Negro. So 93. In 93 we got the mullets, right? Hubie Brooks. Right? 93 we got the mullets. Because they built the stadium here in what, 90? Tropicana Field? They built it in like 90. I think. And they built it to get the Marlins with a franchise that went to the Marlins. Eddie Murray. Bobby Mercer. I mean, that would be a card you could use in your, you know. You see it? I just think whoever was in charge of doing this was dumb. I didn't want to say dumb, but I just think they're dumb. They could have done a much better job. But I mean, it's good for me. Jim Wright and Jim Wright. I see why he wanted another one of that one, because that one's in pen, but they're still nice, both of them. Billy Martin, and that's another one. Billy Martin, Oakland A's. That's another one you could have said. Hey, look at us. Jim Flanagan. Rick Honeycutt. Carlton Fisk. Pudge. Milt May. Bruce Bochy. Got the Q on it. She got the last guy, the guy who did this set, his name was Quigley. And a lot of times they would, I've seen it doing these sets. Every once in a while it'll say Quig or it'll have a Q. And it's so they know who this card goes back to, you know, when they. So you send a SACE, a Robin Yount, send a self-addressed sealed envelope, right? Self-addressed sealed envelope. And you put the card in it and ship it back. That way it doesn't, you know, the player doesn't have to pay for your postage or whatever. Self-addressed stamped envelope. That's what it is, SACE. And so you would send Grant this card to the team, or maybe even his house, and you would include a self-addressed stamped envelope, and he would just put it back in and send it to you. But you know, if you're getting cards all the time, or you know, every week or something like that, you would save them up, and some of the players were put a Q on the back or Quig or something like that on the back, so they knew who to send it back to. You know, you got all these stamped envelopes sitting here, and you just go through everything and sign it all, and then that's how you know who to ship it back to. Anyway, Pat Tabler, Tom Hurt. Now this is cool. Look at this one. The chicken. It's still cool. It's still cool. I don't care who you are. Reggie Jackson. Bob Ojeda. So my chicken's here. Now I'm really hungry. Gaylord Perry. Was it 84 Donruss had the cards A and B, right? Gaylord Perry, and I forget who was with Gaylord Perry on that card. I forget. But Jeff Reardon. Ron Guidry. Yeah, this was a big card. This was a card everybody wanted. Everybody wanted this card. 1982, 1983. Ken Herbeck. So Ron Guidry and Tommy John. That's pretty cool. That's a cool card. Cool card. There's a couple of those. You'll see in just a minute. One of the dual cards only has one of the autographs. I think it's Johnny Bench and Carl Yastrzemski, but only Johnny Bench signed it. But it's still pretty cool. Buck Martinez. Mike Marshall. That was another one you wanted. You wanted the Mike Marshall. There's this rookie card. Mike Marshall. Everybody wanted that one. Maybe not as much as they wanted the Ken Herbeck, though. Everybody wanted the Herbeck. Like everybody. I don't care who you are. Johnny Podres. Harold Baines. Harold Baines. I don't think this was the rookie, though. I think his rookie was 81. His rookie card, I think. Lee May, John Denny, Bob Brantley. So this one's Dave Winfield and Reggie Jackson. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Cal Ripken Sr. Like, that's another one you should have. You know what I mean? Should have really. There is a card. It's the Ripken family card. But I want to say it's like in the 90s. Right? Vance Law. I think it's in the 90s. Like early 90s, like 91 or something like that. But so Mike Schmidt and Pete Rose. This would be an insane card. For a Phillies collector, that's an insane card right there. Pete Rose and Mike Schmidt. I don't care who you are. Joe Rudy, you like that card. I think there's one more double, right? One more double card. And then there's the one that's only signed by one player. And I'm pretty sure it's Johnny Bench. I mean, it's not like it's a bad card or anything, but you'll see what I mean. old faithful viewer who is definitely going to be watching this video all the way through. It's only been, I don't know, I don't want to hit the button. Oh, let me move this one. It's only been 30 minutes, including the time I had to go and get my food. Mike Scioscia, is that his rookie? That might be Mike Scioscia's rookie, maybe. So see what I mean? There's another Q on the back. See? Lowenstein. I just showed you the back of the Ron Jackson. Jerry Kuzman. Got a very expensive rookie card, Jerry Kuzman. He's amazing. See? There's another Q. See what I mean? Sometimes it won't just be a Q. It'll be Joaquin Andujar. It'll be, first couple, like Quig or Q or Quigley sometimes. I don't know. Now there's another one. See? I don't know. Dwyer. Be weird for that many people to do it all at once. You know what I mean? I mean, I'd only seen it a couple times, and I just saw it a bunch of times in a row. It's kind of weird. Steve Sachs. That's another big card. Another Dodgers rookie. He's got a card. I think it's Topps with Steve Sachs and Mike Marshall and somebody else. It's 3 guys. Forget who the other guy is. Terry Francona. Another rookie. That's his rookie too. Terry Francona rookie. 1982 Expos, Terry Francona. All right, so this one's just Johnny Bench. It's Tom Seaver. It's not Johnny Bench. Anyway, it's still cool. Like, if you had that card, you'd be pretty happy with it. Reds fan. We're almost done. There might be one more of those cards, but that might be it. That might be the last one. Ken Griffey. Bob Lemon. It's awesome. Danny Ainge. Willie Stargell. They call him Pop, right? Wasn't it Pop? Willie Stargell. Fergie Jenkins. All the Hall of Famers. Like, it makes me think about how our sets today, they're going to have just as many Hall of Famers in our sets. Jesse Orosco. Not a Hall of Famer, but amazing. Jesse Orosco. This might be his rookie card. That might be Jesse Orosco rookie card. That's an amazing card, though. I love Jesse Orosco. I remember when he... Philippe Alou. Bill Madlock. All right, then there was a bunch of checklists, but we've got 3 checklists that are signed. You've got Mike Eichhorn. Mike, right? Is it Mike Eichhorn? Anyway, it's Eichhorn. I'm not sure why he signed, except for that maybe he was on the team and didn't have a card. That's the only thing I can think of. Bud Selig makes a lot of sense, although at the time he was only the Brewers, right? Brewers owner. And then Dick Perez signed the Dick Perez checklist, which is also pretty cool. So, yeah. That's it. That's all of them. It only took us, 33 minutes? It's practically nothing. See ya. Thanks.